Eckardt, Courtney Gibbs. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we're at the halfway mark now with 7 more names to go. And our next semifinalist is Miss Metroplex, Courtney Gibbs. And now, Miss Cielo Vista, Laura Goodwin. Miss Metroplex, Courtney Gibbs.
Courtney is 20 years old, stands 5 foot 9 inches tall, and weighs 125 pounds. She has light brown hair and blue eyes and has completed her sophomore year at Texas Christian University.
Cielo Vista, Laura Goodwin. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the 1988 Miss Texas USA pageant. I'm Bob Eubanks, along with Kim Tones-Dutton, my co-hostess, and we're in beautiful San Antonio. And it's time now to continue as we get to know the rest of our semifinalists just a little bit better. So let's meet right now Miss Metroplex, Courtney Gibbs. Hi, Courtney. 15. Isn't that exciting?
That is exciting.
Tell me something about Courtney. First of all, I know that you collect, what do you collect?
Well, I collect antique dolls and I collect teddy bears. From every state or country I've been while I've been modeling, I brought home a teddy bear.
And how many states and countries have you been in?
Well, so far I have over 50 teddy bears.
Do you really? Do you have some teddy bears with those strange names like Claudette Colbert and...
Yes, I do have all the ones dressed in costume, and sometimes I can get them dressed in the costume from the country.
Oh, you buy teddy bears from... You chased a train one time, a Swiss train?
Yes, I did. I was leaving Germany and going into Switzerland on a job, and I left all of my personal belongings on the train. I wasn't sure where I was, if I was in the right state or not, country. And I did chase the train, trying to get my luggage, and the train did stop.
Now, where's Metroplex? You say you represent you're Miss Metroplex. Where's the Metroplex area?
The Metroplex is all of Fort Worth and Dallas. We cover everything, including some of the smaller cities, but it is basically the Dallas-Fort Worth area.
Well, all right. Thank you very much. Congratulations to you. That's Miss Metroplex, Courtney Gibbs. And now, this is Miss Cielo Vista, Laura Goodwin. Miss Metroplex, Courtney Gibbs. Our fourth finalist is Miss Metroplex, Courtney Gibbs. Only one more name remains, just one more chance to continue in the competition. Well, we're down to 2. I will announce the first runner-up. The other lady, naturally, will be our new Miss Texas. The first runner-up is Miss Austin Christine Bueller, our new Miss Texas USA for 1988, Miss Metroplex, Courtney Gibbs. The cash awards, the college scholarship, and the magnificent prizes are all Courtney Gibbs. She will be your state representative in the annual Miss USA pageant next February. And I know how excited she's got to be. Courtney, I want you to take that all-important walk, sweetheart. You are the new Miss Texas USA. Representing the state of Texas, the new Miss Texas USA, Courtney Gibbs.
This USA pageant has been brought to you by Pepsi-Cola, makers of Diet Pepsi, America's calorie choice. By your Texas Subaru dealers. Liquid Sunlight. No liquid gets glasses more spotless. And by Maybelline, everything from makeup to mascara, shadows, lip, and nail colors. Remember to join us in...
This program is being brought to you in part by the American Express card. Membership has its privileges. Don't leave home without it.
Remember to join us in February for the 1988 Miss USA pageant. This is Pat Haggerty speaking. Portions of this program have been pre-recorded.
Courtney Gibbs, Fort Worth, Texas.
Courtney Gibbs must feel right at home. She's Miss Texas. And the dream is still alive for one more of our young ladies. The 10th semifinalist comes from Texas, Courtney Gibbs. Congratulations to these ladies, our 10 semifinalists, and one of them will be the new Miss USA.
Of semifinalists. Let's look at the monitor. In the preliminary competitions, the judges gave the highest score to Miss Texas, with Miss Oklahoma second and Miss Mississippi third. This time, we're not going to be recapping the scores our leaders received because those scores no longer matter. They're all discarded, and our 10 candidates begin all over in their pursuit of the title of Miss USA 1988. Our celebrity panel will decide, based on tonight's competition, which 5 of the 10 semifinalists will go on to become our finalists. And everything the judges see and hear between now and that decision will be seen and heard by you at home. And that competition starts by giving everyone a chance to know our semifinalists better. That's the interview competition, an all-important step for our candidates. And Alan begins those interviews right after this from Pantene.
From Texas, Courtney Gibbs. Do you feel loved?
I do.
Courtney is a 6th generation Texan. Now, where was the 7th from?
Well, I think we can be followed all the way back to the Mayflower.
Really?
Yes.
Well, we're glad they got a seat. You attend Texas Christian University and you study art history. You want a career in broadcasting. Now, what skills do you have that you suppose qualify you for that career?
Well, actually, I didn't know I had the skills until I started as Miss Texas. I was really going into acting. But doors were open for me, and I have found that I enjoyed speaking.
Now, since you're interested in television, if you had a chance to program the network, run the network, and you might be too old to do that already, but if you were running the network, what kind of shows would we see more of?
More shows. I think more family shows. I really do. I think the family is important, and the type of show that you have and some others on are important to our community.
Yes, why is Growing Pains your favorite show, Courtney Gibbs?
Because you're on it.
The 9.7, I think. You think actors are overpaid, Courtney?
I don't, if they have a good message. I think when they play important roles or show an important side of human beings, then I think they are not overpaid.
You're off to a good diplomatic start in your journalism career. Thank you very much. Miss Texas, Courtney Gibbs. Well, some of you have made up your minds, some of you have changed your minds, some of you are confused. You think this is Dallas and I'm Patrick Duffy. But if you've joined us late, shame on you, because we've already taken the first of 3 big steps that lead from semifinalists to finalists.
told you about the scores being reviewed just between you and me? Well, here's one of those times. In the interview competition, the judges gave the highest score to Miss Texas, with Miss Georgia second and Miss California third. While it's true that our candidates are pursuing an incredible dream, there are some very exciting tangible rewards too. Cash and prize.
Miss Texas, Courtney Gibbs.
Year-old Courtney weighs 124 pounds and is 5 feet 9 inches tall. Courtney has light brown hair and blue eyes.
We're now 2/3 of the way toward the selection of the 5 finalists, one of whom will be the new Miss USA.
In swimsuits. Our judges have scored the swimsuit competition and have given the highest marks to Miss Florida, with Miss Georgia second and Miss Texas third. Right now, our contestants are getting ready to show us that they're also an all-star cast in a rockin', kickin' musical number that'll have 102 beautiful legs coming at you, plus Miss USA, right after this from Pepto-Bismol.
Miss Texas, Courtney Gibbs. The semifinals are over, and from these 10 beautiful young women, 5 will become our finalists, and finally one of them becomes the new Miss USA.
Great gowns. Tough competition. Let's look at the scores in the evening gown competition. Our celebrity panel gave the highest score to Miss California, with Miss Oklahoma second and Miss Georgia third. Now to tell us about some wonderful friends the pageant has made here in El Paso, back to Alan.
The 4th spot of 5 finalists is taken by Miss Texas. Miss Texas, Courtney Gibbs. Courtney? What did your people send along? Well, in picture number 1, it looks like you've just whipped your face there. And picture number 3, probably with Santa.
Oh, with Santa. Well, I think Santa is very important to all childhood dreams. And I look forward, even to this day, to the presents Santa leaves at Christmas time.
Do you have a most memorable Christmas?
I think this Christmas has to be very memorable because my entire family was together for the first time in quite a few years. It's very special.
Best way to spend Christmas. Thank you very much. Miss Texas, Courtney Gibbs. Miss Mississippi is Dana Richmond. Miss Texas, Courtney Gibbs. Courtney hopes to make Texas the first state ever with 4 straight Miss USA winners. Miss Mississippi, Dana Richmond. All right. I'm about to name our first runner-up in the new Miss USA. Now, both of these roles are very important because should the new Miss USA be unable to complete her reign for any reason, including being chosen as the new Miss Universe in May. Then the first runner-up becomes Miss USA. Our first runner-up is Miss California. Miss USA is Miss Texas, and that's Courtney Gibbs. She's the new Miss USA, all the cash awards, the magnificent prizes. They're all yours, as well as the chance to be this country's representative at the Republic of China, the Miss Universe pageant in May. That was your predecessor, Michelle Royer. Reads the Miss USA Queen. Why don't you walk right out here and begin your reign as the new Miss USA, Courtney Gibbs.
In the Miss USA pageant, in order to further the cause of peace, justice, and mutual understanding, do solemnly dedicate ourselves to the highest ideals of sportsmanship, friendship, and goodwill among all of the people in the United States. This is your night. Feeling is right. The choices we all need. It's like we're always This is Alan Thicke with the new Miss USA, Courtney Gibbs from Texas. Thanks for being with us. Be good to everybody else. Thanks, Tracy. Good night, everyone, and thanks, El Paso.
Here in the Lone Star State, a new star was crowned tonight. She got up this morning here in El Paso as Courtney Gibbs, but she'll go to bed tonight as Miss USA 1988. And if you or someone you know from ages 17 to 24 would like to try for the title of Miss USA 1989, call the number you see on the screen before March 5th, and full particulars will be sent to you. Now for our winner, for everyone connected with the pageant, and for Alan Thicke and me, this is Tracy Scoggins thanking you for sharing this pageant with us. And until we meet again from Taipei, Republic of China on Monday, May 23rd, good night.
Stay tuned for the Eyewitness News Update with Jennifer Whitney. Next, here on Channel 47.
Portions of this program were recorded.
head. And that natural beauty is Miss USA, Courtney Gibbs. The beauty of the Lynn family gardens, a designated historical site.
Say hello to Miss USA. Miss USA is Courtney Gibbs.
I think your cheering section rivals Mexico's. You're one of the most recently crowned misses. Have you been busy since March 1st when you won the pageant?
Very busy. It's been a whirlwind tour. We've gone all the way through the United States, Midwest, down the East Coast. Spent a lot of time really seeing what's special about the United States, which is the people. It's been great.
Now, some of the people you met, I know, were people you knew before. You were recrossing old paths.
That's true. I went back to Kansas City for about 4 days where I lived during my junior high years. And I got to see English teachers that taught me. I got to see children I used to babysit. It'll be like when I come back to Taiwan in a couple of years. I'll have the same friends again.
Well, assuming you're not on the road, you'll get a chance to vote this year, Courtney. Do you think that we're ready in America to elect a woman president one of these days soon if the right candidate comes along?
I would say it had to be the right candidate. It doesn't matter if it's male or female, just as long as it's the right one.
Yes. And what about some of your own role models, Courtney? Who are some of the women who maybe have influenced or inspired you in your life?
Other than my mother, I would think that Nancy Reagan has been very strong in my influence. She's very active in the Say No to Drugs program, and that has been something I've been really involved in.
Have you get a chance to work as Miss Universe for that cause?
I would love to.
Courtney Gibbs, very charming. Thank you.
Miss USA, Courtney Gibbs.
Twenty-one-year-old Courtney is 5 feet 9 inches tall and weighs 124 pounds. She has light brown hair and blue eyes.
Miss USA, Courtney Gibbs.
Is to